Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Arizona Cardinals. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Get some penetration here.
What? Fire.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level. Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Check three.
You draw quarters.
Check four.
Tonight. Snap.
On 3rd and 2, Cornelius. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Rivers. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd down, Rivers. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
It's caught. Jones.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Check, 43. Let's get it together.
On play action, Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Down.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hey, check, Mike 21.
To throw on 3rd down. Cornelius looks for White, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Allen. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 3rd down, Cornelius. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Hey, high 7.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Rivers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now, Rivers. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
43-19. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
On first down, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Allen. This is caught. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Clay, the intended receiver. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run the counter. Rivers And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Looking to throw. Cornelius. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll return it from the 6. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 12 at the 10-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to weigh to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by for Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure that...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Push him back. Bang, Charlie. Hit it.
Off play action. Cornelius. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that will be caught. But out of bounds. Out of bounds. Ruled incomplete here. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And it's third down.
Down. 10 Lobo. Let's go one more. Lead Griffin.
From the gun. Cornelius. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Allen from the gun on third down. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Allen now on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Rivers. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On second down, Rivers, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on first down is Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll keep it on the ground. Rivers. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
March 43. Let's go, let's go. We go. 43 is the mark.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Squeeze, double. Check. Hey, hold. Check, hot. Off 52. Five. Check. Hey, hold. Press down. Okay.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On 2nd down now, Rivers. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down, it's Burgess. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First down, Buffalo.
Hey, go against the money. You better bring it. I'm letting you get it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
80 weapon. SOS. Middle. SOS.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And that's complete to Brown. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are...
And he's going to be intercepted. intercepted a third time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Right back to him on first down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Matchbox lights.
Here's Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cassius Marsh came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now Allen throwing on 3rd and long. This complete to Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Cornelius. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry.
Off play action. Cornelius. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
You can't block me.
On fourth down, Cornelius. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Brianne Bonnie Calhoun. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Rivers. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. The Bills on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
So we got man. Shut down.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. On 2nd down, Johnson. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
58, Mike. All right, T, let's all right, T. Slam.
On first down, Rivers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Watch the boot.
14-yard line.
Showing it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rivers. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40 and down to the 28-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Buffalo.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Burgess. He will push his way down to about the 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, here we go.
And they take a knee. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Watch the screen. Pass.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Here we go.
Shoot.
And they will take a knee here. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bills, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.